Well, a horseman and artist who's become well known in Georgia is now the focus of a documentary that's hosting free screenings here in the DMV. They had one last night. There's one tonight. Joining us now is Brannu Fulton and producer Julia Griggs here in studio. I watched the documentary. It was so good and enlightening.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I was telling Brandon here, I remember the story and the coverage when I was working and living back home in Atlanta. But for those who don't know your story, what is it?
I come from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. My grandfather was a sergeant major. Wanted me to understand there's more to life than the projects in Brooklyn. Introduced me to horses at a place called Jamaica Bay in Brooklyn, New York. Instantly, I fell in love with it. Went on my journey to Atlanta as a DJ. My family didn't have money to keep me in the horse lifestyle. So I did music, and then I found myself not complete with the music, and then I went back to the horses where my heart was at. And it's been a journey.
It's been a journey, a legal fight and everything else, and it's documented in the documentary. Where you all kind of chronicle some of the charges that you face that have since been cleared involving animal cruelty and everything else. But what I learned from watching it, and Julia, you can chime in on this too, that Brandon is saying basically he was targeted for his land, and you believe that was at the crux of it all.
Yeah, once that the information was sent to the DA about the alleged horse that gave them probable cause, when they found out that I didn't own the horse and the person confessed to owning the horse, which was somebody else, it's a ranch next door to me, they never pursued that person. They had his address, name, everything. They just let it go. So after that, it was like, then what is it? And then throughout the years, it's the land. They offered me $3 million for the land last year. And then it just was a build-up, like they want to purchase the land. And I just think they could have went about it a different way than the way they did it. But it helped me. It helped me become a stronger rider, a stronger person, and understand politics.
And a staple in the city. You all are looking at video. You're basically in the unincorporated area of Fulton County, which is a major county at the city of Atlanta, and there's so much development in that area. And that's what made your land prime.
And at that time, it was unincorporated Fulton County, and now it's the city of South Fulton. And when it happened to him in 2016, he purchased that land, which was unincorporated Fulton County. And how I came about the story is that I was on the Beltline, and I saw him on the Beltline in 2022.
On a horse?
On his horse. And I thought that this would make a great news story for the network that I was working for at the time. But as I dug deeper, I saw and read what happened to him in 2016. And I said to myself, how does someone purchase land and shortly after charged with animal cruelty? It didn't make sense to me. So I wanted to know who this man was. I wanted to know what was his vision for this land and what happened to the horses that they seized and never gave back.
And that's what we're waiting on.
After the charges were dropped.
And to put it in perspective, that's like seeing someone on a horse riding through Georgetown. When it comes, you don't see that every day. I also want you all to talk about, I know you've been doing screenings since the fall, but having it here in the nation's capital during Black History Month and the significance of that.
And our first time outside of Georgia. So this is our first screening outside of Georgia. Last night we were at the Gathering Spot, and tonight we'll be at Howard University at the Frederick Douglass Auditorium. And so we're just excited to share this self-made horseman story with the world, and so they can understand what it means to own land and have a better understanding of how Black farmers and Black cowboys and horsemen have been around for decades, and owning land has been an issue. And also the documentary will talk about his 10-year battle with the city officials and the city government of South Fulton.
So I'm here. I'm grateful being in the Capitol. Hope that somebody's out there listening, watching. I have a case against Fulton County right now with the 11th Circuit Court pending. They was ordered to return the horses. Fulton County still hasn't answered. So maybe someone here in the Capitol can see what I'm going through. and we can make it right. I'm all about making it right, you know?
Yeah,
So
well, I'm glad I'm seeing more of your story too. You know, I've seen the coverage, but I got a deeper dive through your documentary, and I encourage our viewers to watch it as well. Brand new film. That's where you can find them online and learn more. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.